I'm back in the cathedral, and I've got a stick and some sticky tape and some scissors, and then I've got some bits of paper which are left over from when we did craft before. And what I'm going to make this morning is I'm going to make a little boat. So I'm going to make a green bottom for my boat. It's only little, so I only need a little bit of paper. So I need to make a boat front and a boat back. So there's my boat. Now my boat doesn't have a motor, so it needs a sail. So I'm going to take some red paper. This looks like a bit of a sail shape on the top. So I'm going to cut that off. So now I've got a green boat and a red sail. And my boat needs a mast and something to stick it onto the mast with. Okay, so I'm going to take my boat like that, and I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to take my stick and my bit of sticky tape, and I'm going to stick them all together with some of the mast sticking down from the bottom of the boat so that I can move the boat around. So there's my green boat with the red sail, and here's my stick. That's the mast up here and the holding bit down here. And then I can take my sail for a nice sailing boat, for a nice sail wherever I want to go. Now, I've got a bigger bit of paper left. And on this paper, I'm going to draw a storm. Do you know how to draw a storm? I'm going to take my black texture, or I could use a grey one or any dark colour I like. And I'm going to draw some big clouds. So these are my storm clouds coming across my paper. Then I'm going to get some orange, and I'm going to draw some lightning flashes. So here's my storm. Can you imagine the thunder and the lightning coming? Crash, bang. And what happens after we've had the storm with the wind and the clouds and the lightning? That's right, we have rain coming down. So I'm going to do lots of rain coming down. I've got a picture of my storm just like that. Now what I'm going to put at the bottom of my storm is I'm going to put my sea. And this piece of paper is my sea. And seas aren't smooth, so usually they have waves. So I'm going to do some zigzaggy lines to show the waves on my sea. There we are. How do you think? Do you think that looks like a good sea? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my picture and I'm going to stick my waves on the bottom. But I'm only going to stick the sticks at the end. So I'm sticking that bit there like that. And then I'm going to take another piece of sticky tape and I'm going to stick this one like that. There. So now I've got my storm over the sea. Now where's my little boat? Here's my little boat. And what I'm going to do with my little boat is I'm going to put it there like that so I can make my boat sail on the storm, and it's going up and down like that in the storm. Do you think you would be frightened if you were in the storm with your boat going up and down? Would you be frightened that your boat might go down and not come up again? Well, one day Jesus and his disciples were out on the lake and a storm came and the disciples were in the boat with Jesus, but Jesus was fast asleep. And as the wind blew and the lightning came and the rain came up and down, the storm got stronger and stronger and the boat went up and down, and the disciples thought they were going to drown. They were really, really scared. But you know what? Jesus was fast asleep in the boat. And eventually they were so scared that they woke Jesus up. And you know what? Jesus woke up and he calmed the storm. As soon as Jesus woke up, things started going smooth again, and the storm went away, and the boat was then able to sail backwards and forwards without any trouble, having a lovely sail on the lake. Did you see how I made the storm disappear? So what I did was I had the storm up like that. Then when I wanted to disappear, I just folded it down and there was no storm, and my boat was safe to sail smoothly along and having a nice sail. You know what I could do? I could put some people in my boat if I wanted. If you were to make a boat and a sailing picture like this, you could put pictures of you and your friends, or you and Jesus, or the disciples of Jesus in the boat. And then you could remember what happened when the storm came and the boat went up and down and up and down, and the disciples were so scared they thought they were going to drown. But when Jesus woke up, the storm stopped and they were safe. Do we ever remember when things are not very good and we're really unhappy that Jesus is there with us? And sometimes if we pray to Jesus, we say to Jesus, please Jesus, come and help me. Things get better just because Jesus is there with us. That's a good thing to remember, that we're never alone. So I'm going to go now. I'll see you later. You keep safe. Bye.